Hello, hi, and welcome everyone. I am the Visual Pine, and this is yet another episode of Shadows over Loathing. Now, I do apologize that I skipped a week, my friends. Life got in the way of me recording, but it's okay because here I am today, and testing out even more fun options. Like, apparently, invert y-axis doesn't do anything for my controller, but it inverts the entire freaking place. So, I think I'm gonna play episodes by ear, which means I'm gonna record as long as it feels good to record, and we'll go from there. Which means we might get 25-minute episodes, we might get hour-long episodes. I'm just gonna play and have fun with it, and I hope you'll enjoy it. If you do enjoy it, please consider hitting that like button. Subscribing to the channel always helps as well. Telling your friends about the channel, and last but not least, telling me how you feel about everything down in the comments below. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. And I see something coming up off the old man's desks. Nestled among the books and papers of this book of old, but still valid, postage stamps with a few missing. They're surrounded with a haze of weird, shadowy energy, but you can still clearly see the illustrations of cute dogs on them. Wait a minute, cute dogs? It's just like the stamp that survived your luggage fire. Oh dang, of course! That stamp is what destroyed your luggage. All your best stuff was in there. Your clothes, your teddy bear. That tears it. This shadow business has become personal. I mean, it was personal already, because of Murray being your uncle and all, but now it's extra personal. What's up? These stamps have a shadow gunk on them, and one of them killed my luggage. Oh my gosh. I guess that was my fault. I ran out of stamps and found those inside Murray's desk. I didn't even think to test them. I'm so sorry. It's not your fault. It's whatever's causing this damn shadow stuff. I'm definitely gonna put a stop to it though. Wait, how many of these stamps have you used? Just the one, thankfully. The rest must have already been gone when Murray found them. Oh, that's good news. Can I cleanse those then? The horrible book of stamps is still there. Let's see. So... Alright, I don't... Oh. Oh. Apparently you can play chess with her. So, where am I going next? What do I need to do? I found the watch. It was complicated. I'd be more surprised if you told me it was simple. Well, you know the drill. Strap on a cursed machine. Already did. I mean, it's a pocket watch, so I did strap it. Good. Now go get some sleep, okay? Look like it. Okay. So, we should talk to Fancy Dan about the speakeasy before we go to sleep. So, yeah. I guess we're just gonna keep doing this, and Fancy Dan. Yes. Don't sound like Oliver is gone. The handoff went extremely badly. Yeah, that too. You go over the events at the fridge factory. Fancy Dan makes a variety of faces at various points in your story. Because Fancy Dan is a good listener. Oliver's carrying this with him. Says the notion of speakeasies automatically transfer whoever physically possession of this deed. Huh? Is that legal? None of this is legal. Oh yeah. Guess you're my new boss, baby. Let's have one drink to mourn the old boss, and another one to celebrate the new one. Good idea. I guess we ought to change this name since, well, Oliver's Place is no longer Oliver's Place. I suppose that's right. Got any ideas? You can go traditional, just call it Pine's Place. Or something hip like the Purple Door. Or something incisive and avant-garde like, I don't know, Noblesse Oblige. Let's go Pine's Place. To business? We make the beer in house, so that's safe, but we're out of everything else. And based on your story, I'd say the stuff at the factory isn't safe to use. Yeah. If you can find booze or mixers or garnishes, bring it back here. Any idea where to start with that? No. But you might check with Barnaby. Barnaby? Dan points to milky-eyed Sot at the table by the wall. He doesn't see very well, but he's got a nose for news and 6 cents for booze. He might know where you can find what you're looking for. Thanks. Leave. So I own a speakeasy now. That's, good, I guess. This guy. Buy him a drink. Try to never stop dam up the flow. I see. I think I see. They'll try, but they'll never dam up the flow. Alright. I wonder what that means. Hey, Pie, before you go to bed, I need you to approve a new tenant for the storefront next door. What? Why is that up to me? Charles shrugs. Somebody's got to do it. There's 3 applicants for the place. Who are they? First applicant is Jardware's Hardware. Jardware's Hardware. I guess if your name is Jardware, your options of rhyming business names is pretty limited. Second is Truncheons and Bludgeons. This fellow is really excited about weaponry. And the last applicant is Texas Instruments. Guy from Texas selling musical instruments, I suppose. Instrument store. Because I'm the jazz guy. Are we gonna have dreams every night? Seems that way. All of your favorite pants, gone. Hey Jeff, listen, no hard feelings, okay? I understand in retrospect that you must have problems at home. And I just want you to know everything is okay now. Jeff swats the overdue library book out of your hands. Ah, I see. This is just a dream version of you. You're still as much of a jerk as you were in 3rd grade. Jeff Sully punches you, knocking out all your teeth. Hey, this is actually happening. I'd be really mad. Pick your teeth up and walk away. Also, there we go. It's a spooky nerd from Refrigerator Factory. Look, who invited you to your dream? Excuse me, I need to get past you, I think. You do not belong here. In my own dream? I think I'm literally the only person in all existence who does belong here. This dream is only partially yours. Central Vicinity is under different ownership. Whose ownership? I should think it obvious. I have claimed this region of your dream space for myself. And who? And are who you? Accountant General Terence Poindexter, decidedly not at your service. I would tip my hat to you, but you don't merit such a gesture. Fine by me. That hat is creepy and evil looking anyway. Poindexter's eyes narrow. He points a weird device he's holding at his hat. Starts beeping in a fast and regular pattern. Do I take you to mean that this hat appears unusual to you? In a visual sense? No, in a pine sense. Well, yes, putting it mildly, it's like an anti-hat. Poindexter arches an eyebrow. I must inform the president. You want to talk to President Coolidge about your weird hat? You have misapprehended both subject and object. It is the real president I must speak with, and the topic of conversation will be you. I see. Indeed. You see far too much, in fact. When next we meet, I shall have prepared a remedy for this complication. Steps off the edge of whatever it is you're standing on and plummets into nothingness below. Foreshadowing. I don't know how I got this shaking sound. Oh, okay. Who's this? And why is he here? Alarming man in an expensive suit is staying at the foot of your bed. What the heck? Who are you? You may call me Don Toblerone. I represent a certain organization of, shall we say, like-minded criminals. Organized criminals? Like the mob? Wait, you're Don of the local mob? The mob boss? In my room? Personally? Oh, no. I'm not the Don. That's merely my nomenclature. As an abbreviation for Donald. Oh, well, that's confusing. It's been a matter of some confiscation, yes. I do have a subcreate, but I do not care for it very much. What is it? Donny Thesaurus. I'm gonna hazard a guess that they call you that because you like long words. This is very astute of you. Of course, this institution comes as no surprise to me. My associators tell me that you handled yourself well during the conflagration. Word. at the refrigerator manufactorium. I have myself all the time. I'm here to propound for your consideration in a certain proposition. Come again? I'm here to make you an offer. Oh, can I refuse it? Certainly, though your refusal will be, shall we say, unadvisatory. What's the offer? From time to time, my collegiates and I have certain requirements, but lack the necessary manpower to achieve them. At such junctures, we will be able to lucrative arrangements with certain capable individualists. We find ourselves at this moment at a juncture such as junctures, and I have thus subscribed. First try. Aw, yeah. So, you want me to do the contract work for the mob? Exactingly. Sure, why not? Excellent decision, if I may articulate as such. So what happens now? Just sit tight, as they say. We will call upon you. Telephonically. Gives you a curt nod that leaves the room through the window. Takes him 3 or 4 tries to work the latch. So, working for the mob. Aw, yeah. Hey, Pine. How'd you sleep? Fine, till a mob guy crawled out my bedroom window. Oh yeah, that window is pretty lousy. Anyway, next antique I need you to find is a compass. Directions kind, not the circles kind. The Detectotron says it's out near Crystal Dream Lake. I don't know where that is, but I bet it's too far to walk. You have a car I can borrow? No, but I have something even better than that. 2 cars. A bus pass. Stop up front is your gateway to a whole wide world of adventure. Swell, thanks. Where do I go when I get there? Unfortunately, I couldn't get more specific reading than near the lake. Something about the places making the instruments go all screwy. Here, take this map. Crystal Dream Lake postcard and Crystal Dream... Okay. This is a postcard. It has a map of the lake on it. It has a picture of the lake on it. Yeah, that's what a map is. A picture of a place. I can't argue with that logic. Alright, so... Bus. Oh, and we start chapter 2. The Spooky Forest. Gab with Gabby. Hey, Pine. Gabby has a thing that is important to go and to do. What's that? A secret thing. It is for secret for Gabby, but not far, near. Gabby will go and then come back, okay? Oh, many mushrooms. So much food. Look at all that. So Gabby's out here. Making more Gabbies. First spore to grow up big with strength, you gotta be the new Gabby now. Excuse me? You grew very fast, haha. First spore to grow up big with strength. Get to be the new Gabby now. Oh dear. So Gabby just spawned more Gabbies. Gabby is back. Oh, hey, there you are. Sorry for wait, but not too long, hopes Gabby. Now, what are you up to? A secret. You seem slightly different somehow. Nope. Gabby is exactly the same as previous Gabby. Okay then. Excuse me, the lighthouse keeper. Sorry to bother you, my name's Pidesol. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Are you okay? I just ain't talked a lot in a while. I get rusty. I see. Lighthouse keeping's a lonely job, huh? Well, it's solitary, that's for sure. I ain't mind it, though. Ain't exactly a people person. What can I do for you? Have you seen an old compass around? Directions kind with circles kind. Directions. Yep. Got an old one I picked at the estate sale about, 20 years ago, I reckon. Show it to you, but it's upstairs. The lighthouse is flooded. Flooded? Yep. Filled right up to the top. Have a look through the window and then you might see a fish pass by. How'd that even happen? Pump broke. No, I mean, How's a lighthouse just fill up with water? There ain't even below sea level here. Something to do with the tides, I reckon. This is a lake. Anyhow, I need Glaxton valve to fix the pump. There's a hardware store down the road a piece. You mind to help out? War and Peace, huh? It's a hefty one. Mind the bookmark now. Of course. Oh, looks like you just started. Been reading about 5.5 years. Your bookmark is still in chapter 1. I just go about to the last sentence of it. Been reading one word every day. War and Peace is almost 600,000 words long. Yep. Don't tell me how it ends. Okay. Apologize for okay, problem. So, oh. Pine, look what Gabby has found. You turn around and see Gabby, who apparently wandered off in the woods while you weren't looking, returning with a big handful of meat. Wow, what? It's meat! Found by Gabby. I can see that, but... Here, you can take it. Gabby's purse is too filled with candy. Should I ask where you found this? Nope. So, much like West of Loathing, as you wander the world, you get random encounters, so on and so forth. I'm really enjoying the tone, the pace, and the jokes of this game so far, and I hope you are too. After a short hike, you find a small hardware store nestled in the sparse woods surrounding the lake. It's the very model of a dome-home country hardware store. Down-home country hardware store, except it doesn't have any old-timers sitting out front chewing the fat. Maybe it's their day off. Maybe they ran out of fat. There's more of this weird writing in the dust, and I need to figure that out. You're excuse me. You're the proprietor, I presume? Yep. Well, welcome to Valley Hardware, best hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Because of selection or prices? Because it's the only hardware store in Crystal Dream Valley. Been a long time since I got to use that joke. Don't get many new customers. Or new jokes. What can I do for you? I need a pump valve for the lighthouse keeper. Oh sure, what kind you need? Elastin? Oh no. Claston. Nope. Which one was it? Glaxton. There we go. Stopped making those nearly a decade ago. I guess there's a slight chance there's still one in the back room. Ain't been back there since termites got at the inventory. Or maybe after it got flooded. Anyway, it's a real biblical style of disaster back there. Here, I'll unlock the door for you. You go take a look around. If you find a Glaxton valve in that mess, you're welcome to it. Mind your step. Oh boy. Something's wrong with this door, in a way that termites and flooding doesn't really readily explain. Step through the hole in the door and immediately feel sickening lurch in your stomach and a burst of "this was a bad idea" in your mind. Like when you hit the first drop of the Traveling Carnival's rusty and hastily assembled roller coaster. After a moment, when the feeling subsided enough, you open your eyes and look around. Looks as though you're still in the same place you were. Except someone came in and cleaned everything up while you weren't looking? You don't have the materials for making combat items. 1970 counter on the wall by desk. It looks brand new. You leave the storeroom, the shopkeeper spins around and you both stare at each other in surprise. Because the shopkeeper looks quite a bit younger than he did when you went in there. Him because, hey now, what in heck were you doing in my back room? And how'd you get back there without me seeing you? Termite inspector. I didn't call for any termite inspector. No, I do surprise inspections, so the termites won't find out in advance. But how'd you get past me? I'm very good at my job. Huh. Well, I don't expect to find any termites and make my own custom pesticide. Yes, seems pretty effective. I might have to go back in there, follow-up check later, though. That's fine, I suppose. Just don't move stuff around too much. I like to keep it tidy back there. Uh-oh, I just taught him the joke. Let's see here. I want a Glaxton valve. Government fellas brought my entire stock. Big damn, they're building already one though. How long will it take? 6 to 8 weeks. You mind holding on to it for me if I'm not back right away? Oh sure, that's no problem. How long you figure? 11 years. What? No. Forget how I said that's not a problem. Well, nuts. Listen, I can tell they bought a heap of more Glaxton valves than they were going to need for that dam. You go to the work site, you might get the foreman to sell you one of their spares. Where is it? Southeast end of the valley. Got a map? Well, I have a postcard. Crystal Dream Lake? Never heard of that. It's got a little picture of a dam on it there, see? It's about the same place relative to here. Because, of course. Oh. So we just, you know, time travel. I find it funny that he doesn't say anything to me. So over here to the dam. Two things which are hard to describe, but let's say they're more or less like smoking holes in space through which you can see a faint light and distant dying stars float up to you with an air menace. Two orbs squint at you. Mr. Poindexter's voice echoes inside your head in a way that makes your eardrums itch. Ah, Mr. Soul! Clearly you did not recognize the warning inherent to our last meeting. How predictable you are. Did you predict this hand gesture? I suppose you think you're clever. I dislike clever people. That makes sense, considering how you're so deeply in love with yourself. Mr. Soul, are you interfering in affairs that do not concern you? You are interfering in affairs that do not concern you. And they are affairs of very important and powerful people. I'm just trying to find my uncle. How about you creeps stop interfering with my affairs? This is your final warning, Mr. Soul. We're not playing games. Well, that's a shame. I could teach you a pretty good one. It's called 52 Pickup. You whip out your deck of cards and spray them at the orbs, which flinch and sputter in a fluttering cloud of white cardstock. By the time Poindexter recovers his composure, you're gone. Why, you dirty, uncouth little... Next time we meet, I'll put you in your place. And I'm adding glittering to your list of crimes. Oh, I can go fishing in a... You got fish in a sack. Try it again. You caught a rippling gidget. You toss it in your fish sack. It's like you caught everything that was here. Even you could detach and get wrecked in the process. Okay. Some nasty goo. You got fluorescent gulch. There's this strange marks again. Another one of those time doors. Let's hope that repeated exposure to these isn't going to give your ancestors cancer. Ow. Dean Brothers door delivery. Okay. Wait. Hey, Poindexter says nobody in the crew is allowed to sight. Poindexter? Yeah, Poindexter, the foreman. Terrence Poindexter. Ah, jeez. Man clutches his stomach. You alright? Just starving is all. Rest of the crew went up to lunch, but somebody had to stay here and keep all the rubbernecks and looky-loos off the site. I drew the short pants. Short pants? Do you mean straw? Nah, we've got those 6 little pairs of pants we found when we cleared the loud nest of fairies. I see. Can I have them? No, because then we'd have no way of picking who stands guard. Oh man, I can't believe how hungry I am. Feels like I'm gonna turn inside out. But that table over there says lunch. There's a reason everybody else left the site to eat, pal. You don't want to eat what Poindexter considers lunch. How bad could it be? Is it jelly deals or something? Man, I'd kill for a jelly deal. Poindexter brings these little bottles of sludge. He says, how does it go? He says, how does it go? He says, the point of eating is nutrition. Making sustenance pleasurable is a pointless waste of time and resources. Sheesh. He's a real riot at parties, that guy. Sounds awful. It's because it is awful. You offer him Bipsom's extra sweet pears. Oh well, thank you. He greedily devours. His stomach is still growling. A little more relaxed. You consider offering the guy something to eat, but you don't have anything. Oh. Bite. First reason, he seems a pretty decent guy. Second reason... The game... I love that the game talks you out of it. It's like, are you sure you want to do this fight thing, man? Consider your life choices before you fight this guy. And then, of course, it convinces you to not fight it. You draw a log block your path through the woods. I mean, well, not blocking per se. It's just a log, isn't it? Indefinitely longer. It isn't indefinitely, infinitely longer or anything. You can go around it. Just, you know, interrupted you. You know what I mean. Anyway, big round log here. Extract some spores. Best spores in life for free. Just for the sake of time, there is always going to be some, there's always going to be, or there's going to be, some stuff I just skip. So he doesn't have any food. Battery, comfy hat lining, fuse, match, stuff that he's... So I gotta go find food for the dude, which means probably going back to Ocean City. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize I could jump. Can I... Nope, I'm still making that noise. Maybe there's something at the boardwalk. On your way to where you're going, you happen to notice a guy across the street. Particularly, you notice he's sitting on top of a mailbox. Notices you too and extends his hand towards you for a handshake. Call out across the traffic. Hi! You realize I'm about 30 feet away, right? Yeah, but I can't leave the mailbox. Sometimes I regret my curious nature, but I guess I'll ask you anyway. Why can't you leave the mailbox? Come over and I'll tell you. Hi, I'm Marvin. Hi, Marvin, I'm Pine. What are you doing up there? A stunt. A stunt? Doesn't seem particularly stunty. You're just sitting there. Yeah, but I've been here for... He looks at his watch. 7 months, 15 days, 9 hours, and 41 minutes. Why? Why? It's a stunt. Okay, but you're protesting something or trying to attract attention to some kind of cause? Nope. You have money riding on this. Is it for a bet or a contest? Nope. I feel like you really don't get the concept of a stunt. I guess not. Mind helping out with something? Sure, side quest. Any snack cakes? Hey! I think I inadvertently stepped onto something I need. I'll admit they're an acquired taste, and I guess nobody other than you have wanted to acquire the taste of powdered milk mist. Okay, give the hobo some meat. Invoice shipment for Stackles Mill Factory. Ooh, barbecue tongs. Alright, well there's a case of those. Looks like abandoned factories have occupied one of HC's various gangs of street hoodlums, namely the Doughboys. Hanging out here in their leather jackets and white aprons, bragging about their sourdough starters and using rude words like focaccia and son of brioche. Or they were until you made a huge racket getting in here. Now they're staring knives at you. Also pointing knives at you. And they're bread knives, which are serrated. Really don't want to get stabbed with one. Mound of loose sugar. This was probably a bad idea. Just for the record. There goes my bird again. Okay, these guys don't hurt that bad. So we're just gonna have... Oh, never mind. Should've just kept her healing. I need to get rid of those guys. They do a lot of damage. That works. You won. They should call you too much soup because you just spoiled those cooks. Fresh baked roll. You got on clam dough glob and doughboy loaf. Is any of that important to me as a weapon? Deals your muscle +2 physical. Increases muscle by 1. Deals sleaze damage. Oh yeah. What did... Are the... Hold on. I need to put up some perks too. Oh, I have 55 XP. It's the shoes that... Your shoes determine how you move about the world. Oh god, I love it. These don't make any sense, but you just have to roll with it. And that's why we heal, folks. That one's gonna do whole hit. Okay, that one, he does a weaker one because, yeah, I've made him weak. Finish that guy. I'm tired of getting AoE'd. Oh, he's getting wise. This might be a war of attrition here. I see, hit him twice. Oh. I didn't realize the little doe guys were healing. Alright. Through those combats. Leader of the Doughboys, and identifiable by the fact that he has a greasier hat than most of, and more rivets in his jacket than the other Doughboys. If not for the fact that he's the manager's office. Doesn't notice you when you enter. He appears to be focused on several large piles of wet bread dough lying on the ground around him. Who the hell are you? Hi there, I'm Pine Soul, and you are. He scowls angrily, trying to decide whether between yelling at you, get out, or bragging about himself. Ross Doughman Chibata, the best baker in the city. Nice to meet. Now get out. What are you doing with all these piles of dough? Not any business of yours, but I perfected my recipe for bread golems. You're gonna be running this town. Oh yeah? You and what army? Me and the army of bread golems. Are you not listening? Probably should let you get away with this. You're likely to get away with all your arms and legs. Rise, my minions, rise! He waves his arms wildly. The bread dough around him congeals into 2 large bread golems. Don T sent me to help. Oh. Well, isn't that convenient? That'll work. Those definitely are some bread golems, man. Bye, Boyd. Oh, that's handy. Well, I slapped the dough out of that boy. Got 7 XP, Chibata's pants, you got mana enriched flour, and Dante the Starling grows more powerful. 63 meat and a dough baby recipe. So does that mean if I come over here? Oh. Well then. All right. I think this is a pretty good stopping point. Let's go back to before I call the end of the episode, let's go back to John C. Thompson. How do you know my name, Hobos? Oh, because of it helping all the hobos. They've invited me to the hobo camp. Neat. Before we go anywhere, or before I call episode, let's see if I actually have food to give this guy. Ow. I'd probably say 60% is 40% hungry. Oh. I only give him one of each thing each day. I don't want to fight him. Because I have to find something else for him to eat. Alright. Well, I will end this episode here, and we will start next episode going and looking for food. for that guy, so we can progress this section of the story. Again, I've been the Visual Pine. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Shadows over Loathing. If so, please remember to hit that like button. If you're new around here and have made it this far in the video, congratulations. You've just spent 45 minutes listening to my sultry voice, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time, friends. I've been the Visual Pine. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and take care of yourselves. Goodbye.